What's up, y'all? What's good? It's been a long time. Honestly, I made videos before this video that's supposed to be on here, but with editing, let's just say they didn't make the cut. But I'm back now, and I'm here with a freaking life update video because I feel like it's been a long time, and I feel like I got some stuff I want to get off my chest. And that's what we're about to get into. I got my handy dandy laptop right here because some of the things I need to pull up. But this life update video is going to be about my current stance in life, and maybe even addressing some of the goals that I have for this year, seeing where I am on that so far. And I'm going to talk about my graduation as well. So we about to get into all of that. I'm about to update y'all on what's going on with my life, my YouTube, and where I am. Also, all of that background noise that you hear is cicadas. I don't know if it's cicadas where y'all live at, but it's cicadas over here, and they deep. They're hectic. They're heavy. So if you hear that, it's just the cicadas. But we outside today because I needed to change the scenery with my YouTube, and that's what we're going to do, okay? Period. So while my computer is rebooting, I wanted to talk about like some of the goals that I have mentioned in my New Year's resolution video, and just to mention or to talk about them, to see if I've gotten to them, what is my status on them, and so maybe it. Also, I'm not naked, I have on biker shorts. But anyways, one of my resolutions was to get onto my natural hair journey, which I have been doing. I got me some new natural hair products. I got me some Camille Rose products. Maybe I'll insert them here. And I've been trying to get on my deep conditioning tip. Like, I've been deep conditioning every 2 weeks now under the styles, and I'm gonna keep up with that just to see how I can get my hair to grow, because my hair is growing long as hell and I really don't do anything to it. I barely even moisturize it. So I'm gonna see how long I can get it to grow as I take care of it. So that's one of the goals that I've accomplished. Also, redecorating my room. I have done that. I'm still working on a couple pieces that can wait a little bit, but I've gotten my grass wall up. I've got a new bedding. I've got new decor, new curtains, the whole shebang. Goal accomplished. That's 2. I did not learn how to cornrow my hair yet. Under here, there's flat twists, so I'm still working on that one. It's not that I can't, it's just like the grip game ain't right on the cornrows, so it's not giving cornrows. So I just do the flat twist to make it easier, but I'm still working on that. My fitness and eating better, haven't really been working on that, honestly. I got a lot going on. I'm planning a trip, so once I come back from that trip that I'm taking next month, I'll get back into the fitness journey. But right now, I'm just eating what's around, eating what I'm cooking, what's cheap, if I go out, all of that. So that's what I'm doing. New business venture. I haven't gotten to that. I am in a co-business with my dad, but my own personal business I haven't gotten to, and that probably will take a minute. Like I said, after this trip I'm planning, I can get into that, but I just can't do it right now. Photo shoots. Haven't gotten to that. I'm itching to get into these photo shoots, getting in front of the camera, being behind the camera. I hope to get a camera soon so that I can work on taking these pictures and these different sceneries and start with my friends and stuff, just to get my feet wet with my camera, vlog a little more with the camera, get very familiar with it, and start doing some shoots, because that's where a little bit of the passion resides. You hear me? So I need to get on there. I need to stop playing and take it seriously. And I think that's it. I can't remember all of them off the dome. I know I mentioned like saving and spending. I'm getting back on my saving as of literally like this week, but like I said, I'm planning for a trip, so it's kind of hard to be saving outside of the trip. But I don't know what that is, if that's oil or sweat. Anywho, it's kind of hard to be saving when you're trying to plan for a trip, but best believe after the trip, I'm staying down. I'm saving everything. I'm saving what I make this summertime so I can stock that shit. And yeah, be out here. But nonetheless, let's get into the bulk of why I wanted to make this video and why I feel like I need to get some things off my chest or whatever. Also, like, update, I got my first dose of my vaccination on yesterday. My voice has been a little funny. Other than that, I haven't had really any symptoms. My throat got a little itchy, like, you know, just acting funny. My arm was sore for a couple hours yesterday. Like, I could barely move it over my neck, but now I can move it. It's still a little sore, but other than that, I don't think I'm experiencing any symptoms. It was only my first dose though. I got the Pfizer vaccine. And yeah, other than that, I didn't really have no symptoms. My voice was messing up a little bit and my throat was a little itchy, but other than that, pretty much a-okay. But for the reason we are here, and if you see me looking right here, it's because I have my laptop and my other phone to get into the topics that I need to get into. But I need to get some shiznai off my chizai. You feel me? So your girl is officially a Bowie State graduate, period. Clap it up for me. Yeah, all of that. I'm officially a Bowie State alumna. I am graduated as of today. As of May 21st was our graduation date, but our final grades weren't in until May 24th. But I'm gonna get into that. But I wanted to explain in this video why I did not participate in my graduation. I feel like it needs to be said, and I need to look back and be able to see why I did not walk, because it is a grand gesture that I definitely did not want to partake in this year at Bowie State. And I'm finna get into that right freaking now, okay? Right freaking now. What a break. So anyways, I kind of got some pinpoints that I need to talk about as to why I didn't walk, but I'm gonna kind of just go all over the place. To my overarching issue as to why I did not walk in my graduation is because our final grades were not due or not submitted until May 24th, and the graduation was May 21st, the Friday before the Monday they were due. So I personally did not feel comfortable walking knowing that my final grades were not submitted and there was a chance that I wasn't actually graduating. Now, here's the backstory on that. I was taking a class. I was taking my full credits, my full 18 credits, 6 classes for my last semester, and there was one particular class that I had been failing for the duration of the semester, even up until the end. I passed, but up until the end I was failing, so I did not feel comfortable walking into graduation. Mind you, this was the first year that Bowie was having a commencement ceremony before the grades were in, so they were allowing people to walk as long as their previous grades were up to par. Basically, if they were on the track to graduating, and maybe even if you weren't, they were walking this semester, and that's cool for everybody, and I applaud everybody that did that. A lot of the students, I should say, probably knew what their final grades were going to be like and walked off the strength, or they were just sure like they were easy classes, so they knew they were going to pass and they walked off that strength. Me personally, I had a class that wasn't so easy, so I was definitely not sure if it was a pass or fail matter, and I didn't want to put my effort and energies and all of that into proper for graduation that may have been like, you walked but I wasn't graduating. That's the main. Also, Bowie State is very unorganized. I love my school, I love my HBCU, but they're very unorganized in certain fields. We did not know about our official graduation status, like the location, the area, date, time, all of that until April. Graduation is in May. I feel like, yes, we are in like a hybrid type of transition, and in which we're trying to move from all virtual things to hybrid to all in person. It's a transitional period, but they were very late in giving us the details of the graduation. So the graduation was to take place on our football stadium, which I hated, and we weren't allowed to bring any guests. Any guests that we brought had to stay in the car and watch it from the Jumbotron screen, and we can only bring enough guests to fill one vehicle per student. Now, I don't know about everybody else, but my family is not going to be that family. Excuse me. I told you my throat getting itchy. It's not going to be that family to sit in the car for hours of a graduation in the heat to watch me walk across the stage. Now, granted, I feel like maybe some of them would, but Then you got to do the process of elimination of who can come and all of those things like that. And it's just, it was a lot. It's a lot to factor in. All the while, it's about 500 students walking in graduation. So I'm sitting in the heat in the field. We weren't allowed to bring umbrellas, and they had certain restrictions on what heels we could wear. Hold on, let me clear this. Back to what I was saying. They had restrictions on what we could wear, and we weren't allowed to bring any umbrellas, but the graduation was rain or shine. There were so many different restrictions and things that was just overlooked that I feel like they could have prepped better for, and it was hard to prep as a student. All the miss while I'm trying to graduate and work on the classes that I do have. So those two, the unorganization and the status of my grades, were the main reasons why I didn't walk. But I got a few other reasons, smaller issues as to why I didn't walk, like the cap and gowns. We had to order our cap and gowns by a certain date, which was April, which was about a week or two after we had got our final details, and that's not enough time because everything wasn't even secure in person until about 2 weeks before the final deadline. There's that. I ended up getting a cap and gown anyways from another student, like through a separate message, just so I can have it and for picture purposes. But even when I got that cap and gown, like, I was very much certain that I knew I wasn't walking early on because of my grades and because everything was just in shambles. Like, I had knew prior to everything that was going on that I was not walking. I started telling my family, like my mom, my dad, like, what's going on, my grades, and, you know, because it's my last year. Everybody's looking for graduation. I'm just like, we're not doing that. Mind you, this graduation is at 10 a.m. So it's rain or shine, family in one car. It starts at 10 a.m., but the students had to be there at 9. Just a lot. I know graduations are a lot, and it doesn't sound like these are big issues, but mind you, all of this required preparation. Preparing the family. You have to register your vehicle. You have to register every family member. You have to be there an hour before the graduation even starts with your family. And you could walk without even being clear for graduation. All of those factors played into why I did not want to walk. I didn't feel the need to invest so much effort getting my makeup done, my hair done, an outfit. I didn't feel the need to do all of that when everything on the back end was in shambles. So, yeah, I explained that to my family. I broke it down. Come Friday, I woke up in a different mood. You know, my friends and family was posting me happy congratulations, graduation day. And at this point, I had submitted all my final work, so I was a little optimistic about my status and my graduation status, but I still was not sure. So, I mean, I did celebrate all weekend. I celebrated Friday, I went out. I celebrated Saturday, I went out. That Sunday morning, I worked, and then I came home, had a little backyard-ish festivities, and I celebrated. And I found out my grades that next day, that Monday. And, you know, I passed or whatever. I got 3 A's, 3 B's for my last semester. Now, granted, my last class kind of shifted my GPA, so I'm not, you know, where I want to be. But I passed and I graduated, and I'm very grateful, and I feel very blessed because the chokehold that this semester and my major has had on me has been so stressful. Like, this semester alone, I've done so much research. I've done so many papers. I put in so many hours. Like, my major, criminal justice major, is not nothing to play with. Like, reading cases, reading case briefs, reading just, it's extensive. My major is very extensive. I don't want to go and say it's hard, but it is definitely, it's definitely like a hard-working major. It's not no fly-by major. So I definitely did want to celebrate my accomplishments this past weekend regardless, because I felt like I had made it to this point. Whether I had graduated or not, I wanted to celebrate it. So that's kind of how I was looking at it. And Monday just reassured me that, you know, the whole weekend was A-okay. Not to mention, last fact as to why I did not walk. The one class that I was worried about is only offered in the spring and fall semester. So even if I did not pass that class, I would not be allowed to take it in the summertime. I would not be a summer graduate. I would have to take it in the fall, and I would be a fall graduate in December. And that's worrisome because I don't want to walk in a graduation and then turn around and walk in another graduation, or I walked in the May graduation and my name is being displayed in the December graduation. It's just, I don't know. Granted, college is a journey, and I understand that. But it's just like, why give myself secondhand embarrassment, if you will. Like, why even put myself in that predicament without being sure? So, like I said, I give applause to everybody that walked, all the students. The graduation, honestly, it looked, I watched it virtually, it looked like it flowed, but I feel like it could have been a little bit better as far as the separating of the majors and just being more distinctive of a commencement, not just calling names. But nonetheless, they got it together. My best friend walked, proud of her. We celebrated together all weekend. It was a fun time. My neighbors peeping out. It was a fun time. My weekend was still good regardless. Granted, I didn't walk, but it's not the highlight of my career. My college career does not boil down to me walking across the stage. Now, granted, maybe this is just me speaking from a corona headspace, like a pandemic headspace. But I keep doing this because my AirPod is in. I don't need to be fulfilled from the walk. Like, once I have my degree in hand, I will feel like, wow, graduated. The walk would have been cool, would have been nice, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just accustomed to this headspace and accustomed to everything not being perfect because we're in these times. But that's just where my head is. I feel very fortunate. I feel very blessed. I feel like a graduate almost. And I'm going to celebrate in the summertime. I'm going to do something. I'm probably going to have a party or a cookout, something with family and friends to, congratulate me or whatever and make the best out of that. And I just want to reflect on my college experience. I feel like the end of my like the graduation process and all of that was a reflection of how my career went. Like, I've been prepping and doing so much hard work and putting in all the time just for the ironic opposite to happen come graduation when I don't participate at all. And honestly, I don't think I ever really felt some type of way. I mean, it is a little unfortunate as far as for my family to celebrate and everything, but once they see this video or once they hear my side, when I see them, my extensive family, I think they're understanding because it was a lot to take in. Like, this was a long process. It was a journey. Graduation was all over the place. This is the first, I guess this is Bowie's first like hybrid graduation because last semester I believe it was all virtual, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the first hybrid, and I'm sure next semester will either be hybrid or in person and probably execute a little bit better, but that's fine. 2017 has been the test dummy generation forever. Like, it seems like every school increment has a certain thing. Like, we were changing SAT scores for our generation. We were changing requirements and different things. Each time we transition to a secondary school for this generation, this class in particular, and yes, I have on my class shirt. This class in particular, it just seems like we went through a lot of different changes. I don't know if it's because we're in a hefty size class. Like, I'm speaking all over. Like, I don't know if it's because of the size density or what it is, but we went through a lot, and I don't mind everything. I'm starting to learn that everything isn't going to be perfect and everything is going to be peaches and creams, and that's why it was easy for me to accept that I couldn't walk. I was already dealing with the struggles and the shenanigans of this class, like throughout the semester, failing assignments or whatever the case may be. So I was already going through the motions of the semester. So when graduation came around and it was all over the place, it was just like, I could avoid that. I'm not going to add any more stress to the semester that I'm already dealing with that I don't know if I'm going to pass. So all of that just needs to be factored into my decision. I really wanted to make this video so that I can document this and explain my side, my story, my opinions on the issue. I still am a Bowie State graduate. And I still will be getting that degree. I am a spring graduate, and I did it exactly 4 years. So all of the credentials are still there. I'm still appreciative. I'm still excited to celebrate in the summertime. It still hasn't really hit me like that I'm done with school. Like, I can delete the apps. I can delete. It really hasn't hit me. But nonetheless, I wanted to give this update video for y'all just to let y'all know where I am in life. I plan to come hard with the videos. Like I said, I had some in the stash, but they got messed up in the process. But I got another one coming. I got another one that I need to edit and get out for y'all. Just get used to seeing my face. And I'm looking forward to my future without school. I'm looking forward to see where I can take my career, where I can take my hobbies, you know what I'm saying, where I can take my passion, what lanes I'm going to dabble in now that I have more free time, the more money I'm going to make. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I'm excited to transition into this new phase in my life. 1 second. And I'm excited to be like I'm excited to not be a student anymore. I've been a student since I was about 4 years old. I've been making A's all my life. A's and B's all my life. Principal honor roll all my life. So when I got to the semester and I was failing, it was a huge change for me. And it was an adjustment that I needed to adjust to. Now, college has always been like stressful, but I was maintaining my grades. So this semester had me shook a little bit. But nonetheless, I made it through with A's and B's. Like I said, I've been doing this my whole life. And I'm finally done. I feel like I didn't need a graduation to confirm any affirmations for me. I didn't need a graduation to tell me that I've been a bomb student all my life. I've been making A's and B's all of my life. So, with that being said, watch out for me. Keep your eyes open for me. I'm finna be out here. I'm finna be outside. I'm finna make the money. I'm finna be adventurous. I'm finna live my life. And I'm just excited to see what I get into this summer, what I get into for the rest of the year. I plan on taking this summer to just work, stack my money, and maybe come August, like the next school year, no, I won't be enrolling in school, but maybe I'll start looking into my field, getting my certifications, you know, getting back into my career. But this summer, it's all me, baby. I'm taking trips, I'm making money, I'm stacking the money, and I'm going to do it all again. All summer. But that wraps up this video. I hope I covered everything. I hope that this clarifies to anyone and to myself as to why I did not walk in my graduation, my college graduation, but it's definitely not required to give me the gratitude I needed of being a graduate. But with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Stay on the lookout for me, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace out. Get vaccinated. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Okay?